What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Nick from Worked Training and Nutrition, and today I'm gonna take you guys through how to make the juiciest grilled chicken breast you've ever had and give you a quick review of the Ninja Foodi Grill XL, which I'm going to use to make the grilled chicken. This is a simple, foolproof way to make delicious, tender, juicy chicken every single time, and this thing makes it really simple to do. All right, so this Ninja Foodi XL is really just a big air fryer, even though they call it a grill. It has a bunch of different functions on here. It has an air crisp, it has a roast, it has a bake, and it has a dehydrate. I've been using this probably on a daily basis for about 6 months now, and I cook probably 95% of my proteins in it, and I probably use air crisp 99.9% of the time. This has functions where you can set it up to cook chicken, beef, fish, seafood, and it'll stop automatically, although I prefer to use the thermometer function and just set my own temperature. I find to get a little bit better finish on all the meat. So if you're aware of what the meat is supposed to be cooked to or how you want the meat cooked, you can plug this into the meat, set up the timer, which I'll show you later when we cook the chicken, and cook the chicken to exactly the temperature that you'd like. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so we got our chicken breast laid out. We've patted it dry with some paper towels. You want to do that to remove a little bit of the moisture. You probably get a little bit crispier skin like that. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Pam just to get some oil. And I'm gonna use some chili lime seasoning blend here as my main spice. So sprinkle that on. You wanna get a nice coating on there. Rub it in. Pat it down. We're gonna flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side. Season the other side nicely. I got this from Trader Joe's, by the way. Love this stuff. I use it on everything. Seafood, chicken, you name it. Okay, chicken breasts are all seasoned up and ready to go. From there, we're gonna come over to the air fryer. We're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna take my thermometer out off of the side, and you plug it in right on the side over here. There's a little hole somewhere. Perfect. Once it's plugged in, I'm gonna hit air crisp and it's gonna bring up a temperature. So I like to keep it around 390 as my temperature, and I'm gonna hit the preset button. From there, it's gonna bring me into a menu where I can go through if I wanted to and select beef, chicken, pork. I am not gonna select the chicken option because I find it overcooks it a little bit too much. So I'm gonna hit manual again, and now I'm gonna be adjusting the target temperature that I want the chicken to cook to. So chicken is safe to eat at around 165 degrees. I'm actually gonna knock it down to 160 because I'm gonna let the chicken come out and rest a few minutes, and it'll continue cooking above that 165 mark, allowing it to stay nice and juicy. So 160 target temperature on manual. Remember, you have to have this plugged in to get to that manual mode. And now I'm gonna hit the start button, and this is gonna preheat the air fryer. From here, we'll wait about a minute or two until it fully preheats, and it'll tell me when it's ready for me to put the food in. Okay, so the air fryer is all preheated now, and you can see it's beeped and it says add food. What I'm gonna do is take this probe and I'm gonna grab the thickest piece of chicken that I have, and I'm gonna insert it into the thickest part of the chicken. So I'm going, there's a little bit of thinner end, a little bit of a thicker end. I'm gonna insert it into the thicker end, open up the air fryer, and I am gonna drop that in there. And I'm gonna drop the other piece right next to it and shut the air fryer. So you can see from the menu over here, we have 160 target temp, and the current temperature of the chicken is right around 164, 165. So this thing's gonna cook, and it's gonna warn me at the halfway mark. It's gonna beep and say flip over the chicken. We'll hop back in, I'll show you that, and then I'll show you what happens when I take it out and it's finished and kind of what the finished product looks like. So the foodie just went off and it said to flip the food. We're gonna open the lid, flip the chicken over. Sometimes if it's looking a little like it needs a little oil on the outside, I'll spray with a little bit more Pam. I like the outside nice and crispy with a nice juicy inside. We're gonna close it. The current temperature is at 118 degrees, so we're inching our way towards that 160. Basically taking all the thought out of cooking, throw it in here. It tells you exactly when to flip it, when to take it out to have perfectly cooked chicken. Just like that, the food hit the temperature and it immediately shut off. As soon as you open it, it starts a countdown for the food to rest. So I believe it's a 3-minute countdown. From here, we can take the chicken breasts out. Look at that baby. And we can set them on a cutting board to rest for the full 3 minutes. And once that timer goes off, we can cut them up and eat them or put them in a container for meal prep. All right guys, chicken's done. It's rested 3 minutes. That's what it's looking like. We got a nice crunch on the outside. I don't know if you can hear that. And then as we cut into it, nice juice. You can see those kind of juices running out of it as we squeeze it. I mean, I've cooked chicken every which way from the grill to baking to pan searing. I would 100% recommend this 10 out of 10 to anyone who does any cooking at home, whether it be steak, chicken, fish, shrimp. I've kind of done all the proteins in this thing, as well as veggies, and I haven't baked much or dehydrated anything. Don't really play in that realm too much, but as far as grilling proteins and veggies go, this thing is top notch. I have another Ninja one that's a little bit smaller that is really great too. Although this does have a pretty big footprint as far as counter space goes, I still think I would recommend it 100%. I never use my oven anymore. I've given this to friends, I've recommended it to family, to clients. Everyone who's gotten it has loved it. So I'd highly recommend. It's the Ninja Foodi Grill XL. I'm gonna go eat this chicken now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.